We're at this nice Crusader fort.
Yeah.
What about it?
So this one and that one are the last Crusaders fort in Israel.
Oh wow.
Okay. Okay, so a short chronological continuing of what we did. So minus 150 Maccabees dynasty start, right? Minus 63 the Roman comes and, well, annihilate the dynasty. Herod come as the continuing of that dynasty, but after him, as we told you before, well, no successors, and that's the end of independent Jewish life for the next 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So then came the Byzantine. That mean Romans but Christians. Then came the Muslims, Muhammad and his followers in the 6th century AD. That 600. Okay. Then came 500 years later came, well, I didn't see that red spot. So the Muslim actually controlled the Middle East for around 500 years. What's the problem with that? Well, for Christian, this is the Holy Land. This is the place where Jesus was born. This is where all the miracles have happened. This is the land that is sacred to Christians, but it's under the control of the Muslims. So the Pope Urban II decided in 1095 to send, that's the 11th century, to send European here to conquer this land, and that is the Crusaders.
And they never did it.
They did.
Oh.
They actually did. In 095 they come here and conquer Jerusalem, butchered the entire population of Jerusalem, Muslim and Jews, and controlling this land for around 100 years.
Wait, 095?
No, 1095.
Oh, okay.
10.
Yeah, 1095.
1095. So in 1095 the Crusaders start their first kingdom in the Holy Land, and it's holding up for around 100 years until 1187, when Saladin is coming with another Muslim army and conquering the first Crusaders kingdom. Actually, they were not abolished. They were still here around. Most of them exiled to Cyprus, is over there. Some of them stayed around the coastline. Now remember, the Crusaders didn't build the land. They built things that they need. And what they need is a connection to Europe, their origin. So they build around the coastline. So they build Caesarea. So they build Akko. So they build Jaffa. They build coastline cities for them to be a connection to Europe itself. So when they build here, they build fortress. After they lose to Saladin, they continue to try and fight him. During those years, they actually come to an agreement with him that they will have part of the coastline area as the realm of the Crusaders, a safe passage to Jerusalem, and Jerusalem, well, will be under the management of Crusaders but under the ruling of the Muslims. Something in combination like that. It doesn't hold up for long, but the second kingdom of the Crusaders continue from 1187 until 1260. In 1260, another Muslim general comes, and he said, "Okay, I don't want to get an agreement with those Europeans. Need to be kicked out." His name is Baber the Great. Baber is a Mamluk.
Is it what?
Mamluk.
Oh,
Mamluk.
Okay.
Mamluks are slaves. Okay, not exactly. Mamluks are children of fighting tribes, warrior tribes around Eastern Europe, Kazakhstan,
Okay.
those area. People that fighting is part of their way of life, so they are very good warriors. So he takes children, he pays money to their parents or their tribes, and he takes them as sort of slaves into his empire, and he trained them to be only one thing, and that is soldiers.
Hmm.
And soldiers that are faithful only to the ruler, to the sultan of the. So the Mamluks are a fighting force, non-Muslim fighting force that take Islam on it only when they finish their training.
Hmm.
So they are dedicated to Islam is shown by conquering,
Hmm.
and that's what they do. They conquer the entire Middle East,
Ah.
and they decide that okay, there's enough European influence here. Let's kick those Crusaders out. So they start taking them out from all the fortresses around the country, and they come to the last three: Akko, this one, and that one. Okay,
And they got destroyed.
and they are forced out of Akko. They come here. This is the outreach of that fortress. Okay, so they come here and been destroyed here, and the last Crusader ships actually leave this port over there. And that's the end of the Crusaders story here in the land. They come for
Rest
the
in
third
peace.
crusade and the fourth crusade and the fifth crusade and the sixth crusade, but
Doesn't work.
it doesn't work. They don't even. They're not able to bring forces, military forces, to go all around. They stop in Turkey, they stop in